We're
First ones.
We're Native American. We're the first ones.
Oh, perfect. Perfect, huh? What are you? What are you? Are you an American citizen? No, you're not. You're not a firstborn. You're not from this land. And neither are you. Not from this fucking land. Got you on live.
Go to the border where you're supposed to go.
And your skin is brown as ours, fucker. We didn't cross the border crossed us. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking three of you fuckers. Fucking my son died and this is what you do? Fucking punk ass bitches.
All right, Shalom. This is Gamal Yala of Great Millstone, Atlanta. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim pushing out this truth and sincerity. It's a quick lesson, and it's gonna be entitled. Well, I don't quite have a title, but it will be in response to this video that you just saw. All right, and Esau. All right, well, I'm sorry. As you saw, I guess, ICE or Department of Homeland Security, whoever it was, they had pulled over some Native Americans. I guess a woman, sound like a couple of women. And, of course, they were pissed off because they were being questioned, whether they were legal citizens or not. And ironically, the ICE agent that pulled her over looked to be, well, he's definitely Northern Kingdom, but he looked, of Mexican descent or something like that. Actually, a couple of them did. The cops all did, look. They were definitely Jake, but she was pissed off because well, she even said it. She was like, well, I'm an original American. I was born here. I was born on this land. Which is true, because who had the land first before, the so-called white man, took possession of it. He took possession of it and made it his, and now he's got the audacity to call our people the illegal immigrants when he was the original illegal. He was the original illegal immigrant. Did the Gadites band together? Did the Gadites all band together when the so-called white man came and say, you know what, hey, let's get together and deport them? No, Gad actually, and they, well, it went all according to the Most High's plan, but, they should have never helped you devils. They should have never trusted you devils, pursuing the Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy. So they should have never trusted you, damn devils. Because you're because they helped you. I'm sorry, you helped them. You Gadites, you helped the so-called white man, live off the land and fish and hunt and, everything. All right. But, you devils, the damn devil, they had took advantage and they corrupted and they did, they did them wrong. All right. All right, but it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, I didn't quote it. Psalms 49 and 11. All right, but yeah, their inward thought is that the point being is that they call their lands after their own names. So the so-called white man called the lands of America after themselves. Okay. They basically said, well, to hell with the Gadites, the so-called Native Americans and Reubenites. This is our land. We're gonna call it after us. And as you see today, that's what happened. All right. But yeah, it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. And the dwelling place to all generations, they call their lands after. So yeah, they took that. Let me see. There's another one I'm thinking of. Lord willing, I can find it. Looking for it. But it's like he taketh that which is not his. I can't find it, but it goes something like, he taketh, or he has, he taketh possession of that which is not his. He increaseth, maybe it's increaseth. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take a parable? YAHAWASHI. Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take a parable against him, and taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long to him that ladeth himself with thick clay? Yeah, so he's increased that which is not his. Okay. The so-called white man, matter of fact, let's get this. There's another one I'm thinking of. This is Sirach, I believe. Sirach. Bear with me one moment. Sirach 10:8. I thought I just went there. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, riches got by deceit. And land is riches. Land is a resource which this devil got by deceit. All right, because he basically, he tricked and deceived the Gadites, into thinking he's their friend and making a pact, and, basically we'll help each other out. We'll give you, resources like, tobacco, guns, tobacco and guns and things of that nature in exchange, for whatever the Gadites had got them. And it came back around to bite the Gadites, because this devil, like I quoted, you never trust thine enemy. This devil is not to be trusted. You can't assume that he's going to, do the right thing. He's a damn devil. All right, but it says, because of injuries, unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right. But you could also see how people are on edge. People are very upset with how this country is being ran, especially the Northern Kingdom. All right, because they're through. Okay, they are they're being deported. They're being targeted from the so-called white man and profiled, things of that nature. So they're pissed off. But these Gadites, they were in the right spirit because they felt like, well, fuck you, this is our land, and that's exactly right. The so-called white man, this is not his land. He was not the original inhabitants of this land. And here we are, hundreds of years later, where this devil thinks is his, and so he's kicking out people, Isn't that the damn devil? The fact that you can't live anywhere you want to live, because, the Lord created this earth in abundance. All right, but Esau being the damn devil. All right, if you can't live amongst this society, talking about you, Northern Kingdom Israel, you can't live amongst this society. Or you got to be a documented U.S. citizen. Goes to show you also that these IDs and things of that nature, that's your that's what puts you into slavery. Your physical name on paper is, or some people call it a straw man, but that's what that's ultimately, when you get an ID, that's who that is. You are that. And so, yeah, he's getting rid of all the U.S. undesirables. But another one I want to get, and I'll close out on this, is, the reason why it's happening like this. Number one, because, we're in the beginning of Jacob's trouble, but also, let me get this. Micah 2:10, it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So America was never intended on being a resting place where, you'll be okay. Everything's going to be all right. You're going to make good money. You're going to have a nice wife. Kids go through college. You're going to, the American dream. All right, but it says, let me see. Yeah, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. Yeah, so, this place is polluted, man. It's completely polluted and wicked. All right, so the Lord is going to take this place out, and the Lord is going to take down the so-called white man, for everything that he's doing in the earth, all the iniquities. So, Lord willing, you're edified. Lord willing, you were edified, giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom.